Next question, we start with Delegate Mazier, and you brought up your marijuana plan, so this is a good chance to elaborate on that. What would you like to do?
Well, I have a comprehensive plan. It's not like I'm suggesting, hey, let's just regulate marijuana because we want the money. It's a very comprehensive approach that I'd encourage you to read on our website, heathermazier.com. And as I mentioned earlier, it starts from this premise that what we've been doing hasn't been working very well. 23,000 people a year had been arrested on marijuana possession charges. We were wasting $280 million annually on just the incarceration, detention, and court costs associated with marijuana possessions. And we know that our laws have been enforced with racial bias. African Americans and whites use marijuana with the exact same frequency, but African Americans are 3 times more often put in jail for this. Now, we made some important progress this legislative session. In November, I came out with a legalization plan and immediately also conveyed the fact that it's going to take an election and a mandate from voters for us to get this done in 2015. But we could make sure that we walked out of this legislative session decriminalizing possession so that we're not sending people to jail anymore. And I'm proud to have been among the leading voices to get that bill to Governor O'Malley's desk. We are now the 18th state to do this. But we also know from what we're witnessing in Colorado and Washington states where this is happening that it's an important policy reform that also brings with it valuable resources that we can dedicate to making sure that we truly end the achievement gap in our schools with needed new revenue that will not impact the rest of our K-12 public education system.
Mr. Gansler.
Thank you. I'm for medical marijuana. If a real doctor thinks you should have marijuana to help you in the hospice or what have you, that's fine with me. Decriminalization is okay as well. We don't really put people in jail for that small amount. I don't believe we should go to legalization. Let the other states, let Colorado and Washington deal with it first and see how it works, and then ultimately revisit that issue and see if we want to have kids going into 7-Eleven and getting a Diet Coke, a bag of Fritos, and a bag of pot. Let's wait a little bit on that. But let's talk about crime for a second, because I brought the issue of re-entry into this campaign, and it's an important issue. We spend $1.3 billion putting people in jail in our criminal system, yet we have almost a 50% recidivism rate. 46% of the people that come out are back in within 3 years. 59% come to Baltimore. And we've done nothing. Here's your money, good luck. Instead, other states have addressed this: Virginia, Oregon, Michigan. Michigan was able to close 20 correctional facilities. And instead of paying $33,000 a year for somebody to be behind bars, we could actually make them productive tax-paying citizens. I've been a prosecutor for 22 years. I prosecuted the snipers. I went to the Supreme Court of the United States myself and argued a case to keep a sexual predator in jail. I put a guy who had raped somebody years earlier in jail. I prosecuted myself. I prosecuted the guy who killed Monsignor Thomas Wells and put him in jail. I believe in criminal systems. But what we have here is somebody who believes in mass arrests, the prison scandal that happened in Baltimore, and somebody who voted against letting you know whether a neighbor of yours is a sex offender in your neighborhood. And then he was the only delegate that voted against continuing the statute of limitations for children who were molested to be able to bring those cases in court.
Mr. Brown.
Well, let me just reject those facts that you just recently heard, but I can't take the time to answer the question and reject them fully. It's outlandish.
No, you get extra time.
Well, then let me take the extra time at the end on that.
Take a 30.
I do not support the full legalization of marijuana. I think it's financially enticing. Let's look at what happens in Colorado and Washington. Look at the full range of the socioeconomic impacts on those states before we proceed. I'm at a red light at the intersection on legalization of marijuana. I did support the legalization, or I should say the decriminalization of possessions of small amounts of marijuana, for the most part for the same reasons articulated by Delegate Mazier. Racial bias, prosecutions and arrests for small amounts. Consumption levels are the same in the white community and the African American community, but we're seeing much higher arrest rates among African Americans. Instead, what we should do, as we decriminalize it, we'll save about $100 million which is what we currently spend in prosecuting those cases. We'll take the $100 million and we'll implement my public safety plan, which I rolled out earlier on the campaign trail. My public safety campaign focuses on reducing recidivism. Recidivism used to be closer to 50% in Maryland. Today it's closer to 40%, which is about the national average. There are states that are doing better. So we're going to continue to drive it down. Better case management, better mental health counseling, better substance abuse treatment, better skills training for our incarcerated population. I want our incarcerated population to re-enter the community, not to be considered a scourge of society, but an extension of our workforce, a part of our community, members of our family. We'll do that as we change our attitudes and fund their rehabilitation so they can successfully re-enter. The decriminalization of marijuana gives us the opportunity to do that.
Would you like additional time?
That's going to take 2 minutes.
You can have 1 minute.
Okay, great, thanks. The Attorney General referenced a bill that I fought for 5 years in Annapolis. And in the 6th year in Annapolis, I didn't sponsor the bill. So that's been characterized as walking away from it. Why didn't I sponsor it? And when you understand how Annapolis works, sometimes you get things done in legislation. Sometimes you get it done other ways. And you know how we got it done that 6th year? Is we went to the courts, because it was a statute that would have changed the policy or provision in the courts. We went to the courts and said, since you have been opposing this for 5 years, change your rule and do it by rule. And today, what I spent 5 years fighting for is now the law in Maryland, because the courts saw the light and they changed their court process, their court rules. So what we've been fighting for is now the law in Maryland.